So, it's only 2 weeks until I'm flying to Thailand to train Muay Thai for 30 days. As you can tell by my black eye, I've been preparing already, and a big part of that preparation is proper nutrition to get my body in shape and fit so I can hopefully survive the training camp. So today I figured I'll take you through a day of what I eat and drink in order to prepare for training twice a day in Muay Thai in Thailand. So first of all, disclaimer. Don't just do anything a guy on the internet tells you, but that's kind of what I do. Most of what I'm going to tell you is something I saw on the internet and then I tried it out and it kind of stuck with me. So definitely do not blindly copy me. Figure out what works for yourself, but what I'm going to show you today kind of worked for me. So first of all, we'll start with some cups of coffee. I love to make my own coffee, grind my own beans. It tastes better. You can also source the beans better. So you can be sure that you have high quality coffee. I do this in the morning after some stretching and breath work. I usually eat breakfast after my first workout. I like to go into the first workout fasted. This feels more natural for me. What I have noticed though is my girlfriend, she doesn't like to fast in the morning at all. I'm not sure about this, but I think it's possible that this has to do with some of the differences between the male and the female physique. So once again, please look out for yourself, see what works for you. But for me, I like to fast in the morning, keep a level head, but I do love my coffee. 2 coffee. So there we go. Show you that real quick. This beauty. Then we'll take that and we'll do some thinking. Just like you, I see a lot of stuff on social media. One guy says you should eat only meat, vegetables give you cancer. Other guy says only eat vegetables, meat gives you cancer. Both sides say their food cures cancer. So I figured a healthy balance is the best. I've also tried eating only meat for a while and I sharted in my pants 2 times in 1 week. So that's a no-go for me for sure. So a healthy balance it is for me. Then I do think it's important to source your ingredients well. Not necessarily because it's way more healthy, but because it decreases the chance that there's bullshit added to whatever you ingest. So for example, the meat I consume is grass-fed. I used to think this is really expensive, but if you look and you put in a little bit of effort and you buy in bulk and you store it in the freezer, it's actually a similar price to in the supermarket, so that's been amazing. The veggies I eat for the fibers, for the other micronutrients, so I try to add that in. Then the carbohydrates, depends on your situation, like with everything. If you sit on your ass all day, you probably don't need carbs, but if you train once or twice a day, then definitely get the carbs, and I like rice, Thai jasmine rice to be precise. So that's what I'll have with most of my warm meals. And then lastly, fruit. Fruit is about the only thing in nature that practically screams at you, hello, hello, eat me. So that's definitely something I like to incorporate in my diet. It gives you healthy sugars, hydrates you, gives you a lot of energy, and of course the vitamins in it are super healthy. So I try to eat a lot of fruit, and I will definitely be doing that in Thailand as the weather is way hotter over there, and they have some amazing fruits that you can't find here in my country. So really quickly touching on drinks, what I drink in a day. I have a very simple philosophy regarding drinks. It should either hydrate you, energize you, or it's fun. So that's water, coffee, beer. Very simple. Right, then another quick thing about hydration. For the water, make sure you have good water. Depending on where you live in the world, you might want to filter it. For example, in my case, I'll be training in Thailand, which I might have to add some electrolytes to really be able to keep going. Then for the coffee, I've heard that coffee beans are some of the most highly sprayed products in the world. So try to get bio coffee beans so you make sure you don't ingest all those pesticides. And then if you want to have some responsible fun and drink some beer, make sure you drink actual beer. There is some businessmen, probably Americans, who started adding glucose syrup and corn to the beer. To those people I want to say, I will not rest till you pay for what you've done. This is one of the ways in which I do like Germany, my neighboring country. They have the Reinheitsgebot and they make sure nobody messes with the goddamn beer. So respect for that. Let me take you guys to the kitchen and we'll see if we can make ourselves a bit of breakfast. So, like I said, I love my fruits, so that's what I start the day with. Mandarin and probably a banana. I eat banana because monkey eat banana and monkey never cramp. So, those are wise words. And then I like to mix it in with some yogurt, get some good fats, get some good protein. Because of course, if you're training, you do need your protein. And I am of the opinion that healthy fats are really good for you. So mix that in there. Then I get some pumpkin seeds. Because I saw some guy on the internet saying it has a lot of magnesium, which is apparently very important for you. So I'll mix that in, then get some cinnamon in there, because I also saw some guy on the internet saying it levels your blood sugar. So why not? Then I like to add a pinch of sea salt. That's just my personal preference. I drink a lot of water during the day, so I can justify taking in a lot of sodium. And then if I feel like I need some extra energy, I try to add some bio maple syrup. Once again, this contains a lot of sugar as well, but if you're training once or twice a day, this is very justified because you'll be burning it. If you plan on sitting on your ass, cut out the sugar, just have the fruit, and then also cut out the carbs in the later meals of the day. Or don't, do whatever you like. Don't let me tell you what to do, of course. Yeah, so let's prepare this and I'll be eating that up. So this is after the first workout of the day. When I'm kickboxing in the morning, when I'm kickboxing in the morning, I'll just have a coffee or two, then head to kickboxing, and then have this as a breakfast. I like it way more to work out fasted. Your body seems way more stable and it feels more natural to me. Of course, you can always adjust it, which I do sometimes. If I feel like I'm really hungry, listen to your body and eat something before you train. In that case, I would usually also go for some fruit. Yogurt's kind of heavy, so maybe not. Maybe a couple of boiled eggs and some fruit. Like I said, bananas are one of my favorites. Monkey eat banana, monkey never cramp. And it's just a superfood, so very good for you. If you don't feel like bananas or you have anything against them, have some dates. They have the same amount of, or not the same amount, but they also have potassium in it, which is really good for your energy. And then I love mandarins. They're hydrating, a lot of vitamin C. So throw those in there. So I'm no expert at all. I'm just like you. I see some stuff on the internet and then I try it out. If it makes sense. if it gets through my initial screening, which isn't too difficult to get through. So I make some mistakes as well, and then I realize, that didn't work at all. So cut it out again. Very simple. Life's all about trial and error, so don't be afraid to make some mistakes and try some stuff out. So add the pumpkin seeds, get some magnesium, some fibers. some cinnamon on top. That's it. Very easy. And this will be my initial first half of the breakfast. And after I finish my yogurt, I need more protein. So I have egg. Next to fruit, probably the most obvious food that is really good for us. You're basically eating the essence of life. So it might be morally questionable, but it's really good for you. It contains all these micronutrients, healthy fats, healthy proteins. So I would say it's one of the most healthy foods for you. So I'll have 3-4 eggs, depending on where I'm at with the protein from the earlier breakfast. I've seen on the internet that you should aim to be between 30 and 50 grams of protein per sitting. I have no clue why, but it seems reasonable. So that's what I try to aim for. So I'll have a couple of eggs, superfood, with some fruit, superfood, and some yogurt, some healthy fats and protein. And that's it for the breakfast. Okay, it's been a couple of hours since our last meal. I always like to take at least 2-3 hours in between meals. This way you have time to digest. And if you want to do any form of work, breathing exercises, stretching, it's nicer to do it on an empty stomach. So you have some time to digest, some time to do some work, and then it's time to eat again. So usually for my lunch, I'll just meal prep stuff in the weekends because it's impossible to eat 3 meals a day and cook it all because you'll be busy the whole time. There's also people who like to eat 1 meal a day. I've been seeing that more and more. But I feel like it's more for a little bit older people who have a slowed down metabolism. For me, it's impossible to just eat 1 meal and get the energy out of it that I need. So I meal prep this. No, it looks delicious. Very Dutch meal. Some mashed potatoes, some meat, and some broccoli. So I'll have this as a pre-workout meal. My last meal will be after training today. This is just because I didn't have that much time today. Sometimes I'll have an extra meal before training, but now it's just 2 meals in the day before training, and then the last meal will be after training. And then maybe tonight I'll have a snack, which I try to not do usually because I want to stop eating a couple of hours before I go to sleep. But sometimes you have to consider the switch off, right? So do I get proper nutrition or do I get proper sleep? Sometimes you just run out of time a little bit and you have to sacrifice one, which is most likely what I'll have to do today in order to get my protein. So I'll be heating this delicious looking meal up and eating it, and I'll see you back after training for dinner. All right, back from training. I was gonna make some beef and show you all, but I've been blessed with some takeaway, some delicious Indonesian food, some rendang. So of course, I could not pass on that opportunity. Still very healthy, some rendang, beef, beans, rice, and an egg. So everything you need, some veggies, protein, fats, and a lot of carbs. Again, if you're training, you're gonna need the carbs. If you plan on sitting on your ass all day, leave the carbs. Yeah, so how I eat in a day is very simple. Just focus on getting the nutrients you need and try to cut out all the excess stuff. But don't be afraid to eat some delicious food, which of course is not gonna be a problem in Thailand. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Then what I forgot to mention is when I wake up in the morning and I fast, I do make it a point to really hydrate well. So when I'm not eating, I am hydrating. Again, I've just heard some person say this on the internet and it made sense, kind of, that why would you dilute the nutrients you're eating? So since then, I've been separating my hydration and my nutrient intake. It seems fine. I don't really notice a difference, so I don't really drink while eating, except if it's beer. Then some more random internet knowledge. Sea salt is better than normal table salt. It has all the minerals still in it. So I'll use sea salt a lot, especially if you hydrate well enough, then you can justify eating enough salt, and then you get the electrolytes and stuff. And then one more thing is high quality olive oil. It's apparently one of the most healthy fats you can take. So whenever it fits with the dish, I'll pour it on a little bit. And then one more thing, what I like to cook in is ghee. Again, I'm no nutritional scientist. I just see stuff on the internet and I select what kind of makes sense to me. So I try to avoid seed oils, as apparently they can be harmful when you heat them up. And on the other side, I love butter and ghee and animal products. So I use this instead, and it's very nice. You can heat it up to a very high temperature and it doesn't burn, and it's delicious. So ghee, sea salt, olive oil, and just clean, healthy food. Right, that's a very simple day of nutrition for you. It's not difficult at all. Basically, all you do is cut out all the nonsense and then you're golden. So, there you go. Have a good day and give it your best.